Welcome to this edition of Roland Sports. I'm Tyler Rowland, and with me here, I have the pleasure of talking with the new Ashland Kitten head coach, Stacy Davis. And Stacy, it's good to be here with you. And I know it's been an exciting summer of training so far, getting the team acclimated to a new system. First off, talk about your credentials. I just looking at your background, I think it's cool how you did great things as a player here. You of course went on to play college ball and have coached a variety of different teams over the years.
I did. At first, it's good to have you. I'm glad to be on here. I did. I played as a kitten here back 88 to 92, 87, 92, somewhere around then, as a 4-year starter. And then I went to Transylvania University, played basketball for 4 years there, played softball for 3 years at Transy also. And then from there I came back, graduated. I taught at Raymond East Step Home, which was part of Boyd County Schools, taught out there with Pete Fraley. And I helped him coach girls basketball for 7-8 years. And then, of course, I had my first son, coached the first year he was born, then decided it was time to kind of be a mom. Now that they're growing up, the last 2 years I coached boys middle school at Ashland, and then of course now is my first year coaching the Kittens. So it's nice to be back at my alma mater and get back to the school, kind of which gave a lot to me. So I'm excited about it.
Yes, and it's a new staff as well, and talk about the people who are going to be on your staff this year.
I have right now I have 3, and all of them with a lot of experience. I've got Michael Lynch, who's going to be my head assistant. He also played here at Ashland. He helped me coach the boys middle school the last 2 years, so he's kind of my big wingman. I've got Beth Ingram, who has taught here at Blazer, taught I think chemistry, science. She's now the counselor. She played ball at Fleming Neon and played at U-Pike. And then I have Trey Parsons, who has been around coaching for years. He coached my oldest one when he was like first grade all the way through 5th grade. He's helped coach boys at Boyd County High School. He's helped at Greenup County. So he's got a lot of experience also. So I'm bringing in a very, very well-experienced group of staff to help me this year.
Mm-hmm. And talk about the team you have back. It's that you have the chance to really build on a foundation, just given the youth, and it's a talented team, and not even a senior on the team.
Mm-hmm. Very talented. We have no seniors. We had a great summer with them, so there's so much upside to this group. They're some good athletes. They're quick. They're very hungry, very eager to learn, very coachable. They've adapted really well coming in, with a whole new staff, whole new system. But the upside to this group is just amazing. We're excited. They've improved so much from day one, just through the month of June. So the upside, we're in here working on skills. We're doing strength training here in the off season, the summer. We'll give them about 2 weeks off before we head back to school, give them a little break. But man, they're eager to learn and eager to get better and stronger. So it's fun, it's exciting, and we're ready to get after it.
Mm-hmm. And I know you've implemented somewhat of a new system. Talk about what or the way you're planning to utilize the team and their talents.
Ours is we're gonna play faster. We're gonna get up and down the floor. We're gonna press you from baseline to baseline. This summer we didn't execute. We didn't install any plays. We just played ball, trying to teach them how to read and react. And so we still have our whole install to do that. We haven't even started, but we're going to change things up. I said our goal is to get it out and go. If we don't have to set up a play, we won't. We're going to implement. We're working really hard on developing good 3-point shooters. We want to get it down the floor, get it out, and jack her up there.
Mm-hmm. And what are some of the challenges of having a squad that, even though it has its upside, what are some of the challenges of having one that's so young?
Just the overall, just learning to play the game. I think with some of it, some of them is still just the refinement of the skill development. But some of it too, the way we're teaching is to not rely, like the younger ones want to rely so much on us telling them what to do, instead of them just learning just to play, not look over at us, be like, okay, what do you want us to do now? And some of the younger ones are that way. They're not real comfortable yet on just playing. So, and that's something that they'll learn and they'll get better at, especially the more confidence they get just to play.
And talk about what it's like too, because of course being at Ashland, you also have two sons. I couldn't imagine, because I believe you teach, and if I'm correct, and then you coach, and then raising Tristan and Cam. But I'm sure as hectic of a schedule that is, I'm sure that has its joyful moments. Talk about what it's like to get to see them heading into in their high school years.
It is. Of course, this year I'll have them both here. Cameron will be a freshman, Tristan will be a senior. They both play basketball. Tristan plays baseball. Cameron's playing football again this year. So before I even applied for the job, I sat down one with my husband and then with the boys, and they were 100% supportive. You know, they were like, "We want you to do it. Go for it." So they are having their involvement too. Like I said, this summer, anytime they weren't playing, of course their schedule's as busy as ours in the summer, they were one of the first ones there, first ones down on the court after we won our first game, and just the smiles from their face. I mean, it was kind of priceless. But yeah, we stay active, we stay involved. It keeps us in a routine. I'm excited. I've got, like I said, it's hard to believe my oldest is a senior. I think that's the first time I've said that out loud. I'm not quite sure I'm ready for that one. But yeah, I'm excited to watch them play and develop. I think this year they're going to get to play together on the floor a lot, which is pretty cool. And then, like I said, I think that when they're not playing, our schedules don't conflict too much. There are some, but I think they're going to be here watching also. So, but it's, just keeping a schedule. We teach all day long, we practice all day long. They practice, but it keeps us in line, which is good.
And as a player, I know you all had some great memories over the years. Just what would be, if I were to ask you right now, what would be one moment in particular that comes to mind when you think back to your playing career as a Kitten?
Probably the friendships that we developed. We were a pretty close-knit team. We did win. We went to state several times, which is a great experience too. But when I look back on usually it's the bonding time that we had and the friendships that we developed overall, more than just the wins and losses.
Yes, and Stacy, for the base and the community to get to know you better, what are maybe some cool facts about you, or maybe a hobby that you have on the side?
Hobby. With all the extra time that I have, let's see about the hobbies. I do like to watch Netflix. I was never a big TV person, but when the COVID hit, Netflix kind of appeared into the picture. I like to shop. But for the most part, my hobbies are working out with my boys, helping them get better to what they want to do, and I like to lay in the sun, I like tanning beds. I don't have a whole lot of time for a lot of extra hobbies. So. Yeah,
you stay pretty busy. Yeah, and lastly, Stacy, are there any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, let's shout out to my husband. Let's shout out to my two boys that are back there. I've got my assistant, Coach Ingram, is back there watching me there. Shout out to my parents, and just a shout out. I'm going to shout out to the community of Ashland. And then I will give a big shout out to our administration and our AD for giving me the opportunity to take this position and lead these girls, not only on the floor, but off the floor too.
Yes, very well said. Well, be sure to stay tuned this year. You'll get to catch plenty of Stacy and the Ashland Kittens as they get ready. Should be an exciting time. A young team, a very talented group, a lot back from last year. So we thank you for tuning in and watching today. And be sure to also check out interviews with players Ellis Sellers and Jayden Goley. And I'm Tyler Rowland. And thank you for watching Rowland Sports, where you meet the athletes.